to you, Captain Awesome's Fish Room. Probably going to be the last video this week. I'm not completely sure. I might throw another one out there though. You just never know. You never know. But today is, it's kind of just an extra video. I'm doing something and thought I'd share it with y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm going to explain the process and why I'm doing it this way and such and such and such and such and stuff like that. But, pretty excited about it, I got one of my buddies, Conway Stevens, the Doc. I got him sending me some stuff, to button up the sump so it'll actually hold water without those holes in there. So I figured I'd go ahead and get a head start on the actual display tank, the actual 50 long subscriber planted tank. So what we're going to be doing today is adding the substrate. I know we're not going to be putting any water in it or anything like that, but I wanted to go ahead and get the substrate all lined up. And then once I'm able to add water, then we'll start doing the aqua-scaped with the with the dragon stones that I have. So take a look at this awesome stuff. Let's get today started and see what we looking at. Okay, so what you're looking at right here, these are DIY root tabs using Osmocote and some powder stuff that I actually added to it. It's my secret blend. I haven't shared it with the public yet. I haven't finished, testing it the way I want to. So if it works good in this application, I don't know, maybe I'll sell some. But real easy to make. You get the double lot or double zero gel tabs, and you fill them with the Osmocote, and you put the other end of the pill on there, and then boom, you got DIY root tabs. So that is the first layer inside of the subscriber planted tank. Now you can see that, hold on, let me get it to focus. You can see that I have them meticulously placed in there. They're all exactly spaced apart, exactly the way I want them. So every inch of the bottom of this will be able to, or the plants, anywhere they're planted in here will be able to absorb the nutrients that are inside these gel caps. So pretty cool stuff. Next, we're going to be adding just a thin layer of sand. Okay, now this is the Quikrete all-purpose sand. You can see it right there. This is the same stuff that Cichlid Man 09 used to substrate his tanks with. So if you go back a while back inside of his earlier videos, and you see that really awesome looking substrate he has, this is the same exact stuff. And we'll be adding a small layer of this to that. So, and I'll get the layer in there, and then I'll explain the benefits and why I'm doing it that way. So take a look at this awesome stuff, and we'll be right back, people. Alrighty, so what took about an hour for me only took about a split second for you. Now we're back and we have the sand down there. Now there's a couple things that this will do. Okay, first and foremost, it's gonna keep that grid in place when I start doing my aquascape and stuff like that. Now, as you can see, it also buries the root tabs about halfway to keep them in place whenever, I'm kind of, either doing an aquascape or kind of moving stuff around. It'll kind of give me that extra little grip on the root tabs. Now, another thing is that, it's kind of like a sediment layer, okay? I don't know if you know, a lot of y'all out there know about a lot about geology, or you know, anything, not the study of rocks, but you know, kind of layers in the earth. Now, if you dig down, of course you got your top layer, and then you go through some dirt, and then you go through maybe some clay, and then there's sand, and then, you know, there's a bunch of different layers, and I wanted to kind of imitate that as closely as possible. Not to mention that this particular substrate that I'm using right here, the Quikrete all-purpose sand, it's a really small grain, so once the roots actually go down and start spreading out, you know, this layer is going to give them something to reach for, something to actually sink into, and, you know, kind of flourish in that way. So that's a few things that does. And the reason I'm doing it this way, again, is because, you know, kind of like the layers in an earth, you know. Even inside rivers and lakes and stuff, there's still layers, you know, there's sediment layers and all that fun stuff. And in my opinion, I mean, of course you can have a happy, healthy tank with just one kind of substrate, but, you know, this type of stuff is really fun for me. And, you know, I like doing stuff like this, so I wanted to add layers. Now, of course, this sand layer, of course, I mean, you can see that you can still see the egg crate in the top, okay? It barely even covers the top inside some places, and some places it just doesn't cover the top. And the actual egg crate itself, oh, sorry, the actual egg crate itself is about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. So that's how much sand we have down. Okay, so about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of sand, and the next portion is going to be my Peabody's Paradise special mix here. Let me try to get it out for you. I'm about to mix it up, but Peabody's Paradise, they have their own dirt that they make, and you can see that right here. This is that dirt, and then there's a real nice kind of mineral mixture. Now, I'm going to mix these two together, and of course this isn't enough to make any kind of thick layer inside of this tank here, guys. But it is enough to, you know, go ahead and dust across all that and just give it an extra nutrient layer, if that makes sense. You know, we have the root tabs in there, and this dirt layer is going to, you know, provide a little bit extra. It's going to be a very, very nutritious substrate, and when it's all said and done, it'll probably come up to about right there on the tank. So it's going to be pretty thick, so I'm going to mix this stuff up. We'll come back and then we'll take a look at what it looks like whenever I put it in there. Alright, be right back. So we're back, and we got it all mixed up. I just mixed up the dirt and then that mineral powder that I got from Peabody's Paradise, and that's what it looks like after you mix it together. The dirt itself is actually darker, more of a black color. You can see kind of right there what it looks like. Let me try to focus. That's kind of what it looks like before you mix it up, and then it gets this tan color on it. And of course that's all from the minerals in there. Now, the next step in this process is, of course, I'm going to be smoothing this out a little bit, making it more flat and stuff like that. And we're going to go from there. But like I said, sometime very soon, I'm from my buddy Conway, my brother from another mother, the Doc, as most people, or some people now know him, is sending me some stuff to button up these holes so we can get this bad boy watertight. And then we can hook up the overflow, or the standpipe there, to where water will overflow from this tank down into the sump and then be pumped back up into the tank. I'll be constructing a spray bar. I haven't decided if I want it just going across this wall right here, or if I want it going across half of the back wall or the whole of the back wall. So still haven't figured that part out yet, but there it is. We're going to stop today's video here. Then this is about half of the substrate, or half of the finished substrate. Inside the next installment of this series of videos of setting up the 50 long subscriber planted tank, we're going to add the Kahuna soil, and then we're going to add the Eco Complete. I may actually do a mixture of the Kahuna soil and the Eco Complete. I may actually mix those together, do a layer, and then just do the Kahuna soil on top of all that, because I like the way the Kahuna soil looks. So stay tuned for that. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Be sure to go and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook, guys. Like the page. A lot of big things coming this year. If you have any aquarium or fish related questions, go over to Facebook, go to Aquatic Support Systems, and ask the question. We have decades of experience between us, so I'm sure we can get your question answered. If you have sick fish, post a picture, contact Conway Stevens, the doc, and he can definitely help you with that. Definitely very, very knowledgeable on that subject. So with that said, guys, again, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Stay true to the hobby, and we'll see y'all next time. Adios, folks. Beautiful thing right there. Be beautiful. Peace.